There is this cookie that people call fig cookie for some unknown reason. We're about to find out what. And today we're gonna find out how are these made. Before we begin, a quick note to tell that you can suggest a video to react on via Super Thanks, Super Chat, or clicking the join button in the description box. Now let's begin.
Who hasn't wondered how they get the figs in that seamless pastry wrap?
Also, of course it contains figs, but this cookie in Bulgaria, as you probably know by now, I'm from Bulgaria, contains less jam and it's never fig. It's never fig.
Turns out that the automated system for producing fig cookies actually dates back to 1891. And it's what makes the fig cookie a snacking success.
A smacking success.
Fig cookies are a modern way of packaging a fruit which has been consumed for millennia.
Packaging a fruit is just carbs. Do they even have any fruit? I need to buy a package of this and show you the percentage of fruit inside this thing. It's probably no more than 15%. The rest is usually flour and sugar.
Making the fig cookies pastry wrap begins with bags of sugar, which they empty into a big mixer.
The most important part.
A couple of buckets of corn syrup follow.
Corn syrup, for the American people that watch my videos, corn syrup is not really a thing in Bulgaria. Here we mostly use plain sugar or honey. Yeah, can you imagine? We use honey.
Then they add an emulsifier called lecithin and some vanilla flavoring. The bowl tilts up for a quick mixing. A worker adds organic bread flour and leavening ingredients to the mix.
Organic bread flour. What kind of other bread flour is there? Can someone please explain to me? How do you make synthetic bread flour?
They reactivate the mixer, which blends everything into a thick, sticky batter.
Looks like peanut butter.
Once properly mixed, they transfer the batter into a large holding tank.
Just drops like goo of poop.
Meanwhile, they prepare the fig filling. A worker loads big blocks of figs into a mixer.
Where are the figs? This is already smashed in advance. I do not see a single fig in there.
Then adds a generous amount of crumbled cookies for texture and flavor.
We need to see the figs before that. I cannot believe there are figs in this thing.
They mix the two ingredients, then pour in corn syrup to add moisture and sweetness.
More sugar.
They add some salt and give the batch another quick mix.
The mixture of salt and sugar works on your brain, guys. So know for sure that if you eat one time of this thing that we're watching right now, your brain is gonna want more.
They sweeten the fig mix some more by adding plenty of sugar.
It's never too much, is it?
The jam for the center of the fig cookie is complete.
90% sugar.
The fig jam and the pastry are now positioned for a merger. It will be a neat trick, and a special piece of equipment makes it possible. It's essentially a funnel within a funnel.
A funnel within a funnel.
Jam through the inner funnel.
Interesting.
The pastry through the outer one, encasing the fig filling in a seamless pastry jacket.
The great minds of 1891 I cannot say it, have made this thing. Or was it manually done back then? Should have been.
Here's the process in action. The system generates long rows of fig-filled dough. And that's how they get the fig jam in the pastry.
They put a lot of jam in these. As I said, here in Bulgaria, they just put a thin slice of jam.
A technician carves through the dough and removes a few uncooked fig cookies. It's time for a quick weigh-in. This confirms that this batch of fig cookies will be exactly the right size.
So they correct size, so they don't get sued like Subway has been sued for their foot long sandwiches, which are not foot long.
It bakes and browns the fig-filled ribbons of dough.
Wasn't the second one ready already?
Presses the baked cookies, so they'll fit into packages later. An ultrasonic frequency makes this blade vibrate for a clean cut, as it carves the rows of fig-filled pastry into cookies.
They indeed are always perfectly cut.
The fig cookies are still a bit warm from baking, so they now chill out on a trip through a freezer.
It's nice to chill like this.
Condensation problems after packaging, preventing mold growth.
They're gonna freeze them again. I can feel it.
Up the fig cookies, so they're less likely to crumble during handling. As she packs them, this worker examines each fig cookie for imperfections.
By eating one of these?
And there's not one reject in the lot.
I wonder if these workers can just eat a couple of cookies and no one knows about it. Please don't freeze them.
The next step is packaging, where a machine parcels up the snacks. It moves trays full of fig cookies into a sleeve of metallic film.
So what's the brand?
Finally, rotating jaws heat seal the package at both ends.
Haven't seen this brand before. Not a thing in my country. At least there is no freezing unlike the cookies that we watched.
And it's about time for a snack break. If the crowd is hungry, the whole package could be gone in
Fig
minutes.
Newmans. So here in Bulgaria these fig cookies are made with other kind of jam. They are not even made in Bulgaria, they are made in other countries and then imported in here. But they are very nice to be eaten with a cup of tea or your morning coffee. Anyway, it's too much sugar. With everything said and watched in this video, all I'm gonna say is goodbye my friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.